guys, welcome back after the Easter break. I just thought we'd have a little think today about food packaging as part of a food technology lesson. So, why do we package food, or why is food in packaging when we buy it? Food's in packaging so it extends the shelf life. That means if you buy a can of baked beans, that's going to last probably about 9 months in a can, where if it wasn't in a can, keeping it safe, it's only going to last about 3 or 4 days. We also have food packaged because it means nothing gets into that food that we don't want in there, no bacteria or foreign bodies. And we also have food packaged so that we can store it easily. It's easy to stack up boxes or cans or jars much more easily than it is just to have them in a dish in the fridge. So I'm going to show you next off various styles of packaging. What I'd like you then to do is see what forms of packaging you can find in your store cupboard and in your fridge and your freezer at home. Give it a go. Different types of packaging. Let's have a think about what we can find on a package. There's lots of information that we find on various types of packaging, and it just helps us know what the food product is or how we should cook it. So, what can we find on a package? We find a barcode. The barcode tells the supermarket how many of that product has been sold that day. It identifies what the item is. There's a use by date or a best before date on items, and that tells us when you've got to have eaten that food by, or it also says the best before. Best before is on something like a can of spaghetti hoops, so it's best before a certain date, but it's normally okay for a few weeks or even months after that time. There's the name of the food that you've bought. So it just tells you croissant, and then it goes into a description and it will explain what actually is a croissant. There's a weight that you find, and normally next to the weight there is a little letter, an E, and that means estimated, as close as you can get to that weight. There's the ingredients list, a list of everything that is found in that food. So it starts with the main ingredients first. So if you bought jam tarts, the main ingredient probably would be flour, because a jam tart has a lot of flour in it for the pastry case. It finishes off with the smallest amount, and the smallest amount in a jam tart is probably salt. It goes on to say on packaging any allergy information, and on my information I've just shown you, anything that has an issue with an allergy for people, it's highlighted on the ingredients list, just so that if you have an allergy, you know that you might not be able to eat that food. There's also cooking instructions. Cooking instructions tell us how we cook that dish, whether we cook it in the microwave or the oven, and for how long. There's also information for specific groups, so if you're a vegetarian or a vegan, it's going to list that on the packaging. There's nutritional information, normally in a portion and also for 100 grams, so you can work out whether that's a good dish that you should be eating plenty of or not so much. The traffic lights on the front of the packaging really help us with this, because they list how much salt, fat, including saturated, and sugar is in the dish. If it's red, then you need to be aware that's very high in those fat, sugars and salt, and you need to make sure that you don't eat too much of it. If it's green, it's normally quite a healthy dish and you can normally eat quite a lot of that dish. There's also the address of the manufacturer. So if there's a problem with what you've bought and it's not what you thought, or there's some kind of issue, you can write to the manufacturer and explain what's gone wrong. There's also any additional information like this is a new product or the recipe's just been changed. So all of this information is on packaging, but obviously not on all packaging. If it's a breakfast cereal, you're not going to have cooking instructions. So you just need to look at the packaging and see what's on it. Have a go. So, having thought about everything that we find on a package, what I'd like you now to do is find an empty package at home. It could be a cereal box. You might need to look in your recycling bin. What I then would like you to do is, everything that we've just been thinking about, can you find that on your package and cut it out? Stick it onto a piece of paper and write the name next to what it is that you've cut out. So if you found the barcode, write barcode and stick the barcode next to it. Good luck, guys. So good luck with the activity, guys. If you want to send what you've completed, take a photo of it and send it to your form tutor. I'm sure they'll be happy to send it on to me. I'd love to see how you've been getting on. Good luck, and I'll see you soon. Bye.